Well, I just interviewed a former Hells Angels leader, this guy named PeeWee. And I asked him why there were no black members in the Hells Angels. And he actually gave me a good explanation. He said, well, the thing about the Hells Angels is that a large portion of them are in prison. And when it comes to prison politics, when a fight breaks out, you have to take racial lines first.
They did it because it was all to do with going to prison, how they're segregated in the prison. There's no way you can walk into the prison, trust me, after me being there, now knowing, it's harder when you've never been to prison like I wasn't before. Hearing it, you're like, well, is it really that bad? Yeah, it is that bad. I could not walk in there with a black guy and say, hey, this is my brother, hey, we're staying together. We'd either get killed by his, black group or a white group. They ain't tolerating it. They're very, very segregated, and you don't go in their areas or anything. So how would that really work out? You know what I mean?
Okay, so it was a prison thing. It wasn't really a racist thing.
It was a prison thing. It wasn't a racist thing.
Right, because you can't be a black Hells Angel in prison because you'd be caught in the middle of racial riots, essentially. So if you have black Hells Angels and the whites and the blacks go at it, those guys will get caught in the middle of that situation. And that's why they just chose to just not have any black members. Is that true? Is it always along the racial lines when there's a problem? Or because I'd heard there's like black Mexican mafia members and, there's like white Crips and Bloods and stuff like that. I mean, I actually knew, 1090 Jake, he's a white blood. So, you have that. So what happens in these situations when you have these racial fights that I'm sure you've seen, but you got guys affiliated from other races?
What the AB do, they have...
That's the Aryan Brotherhood.
Right. They have, on compound and penitentiaries, you might have a white car, which is the neutral car. They're not no gang, but they're just all the whites from different states that just sit together. The Aryan brother gonna go to them and say, listen, I understand y'all got y'all car, y'all doing independent thing. But if a riot jump off with us and them blacks, y'all better help us or we gonna kill y'all. That's in prison, we call it real estate, where you might have 10 cells along this wall right here. All these cells belong to Bloods. All these cells belong to Crips. These might be Muslims. ABs. We all sleep together because you can't have a white, a black, a Mexican, a white. Because if we have a race riot, when they pop, what happens is, if the white stab a black, let me tell you the right, if a black stab a white, we go on lockdown. When they pop them doors back, the white want to get some get back. So if we mixed in, when they pop them doors, they might kill one of our people that's right here. So that's why everybody sleep by one another. And, and that really goes on in prison. It's really segregated.
Huh. Were you locked up with any Hells Angels?
I can't remember. I know a lot of. I know the ABs, the dirty white boys, the skinheads. I've seen them. I don't remember. I've never seen none of them. Heard none of them.